Students protesting tonight, but their protest fell on deaf ears because it did not change the budget reality. A daycare program that watches their children while they're in school for one school district is going to end. 24-hour News 8's Tony Talavia has the story tonight. Tony?
Good evening, Susie. Godfrey-Lee Public Schools now joins Grand Rapids Public Schools and Wyoming Public Schools as districts that have lost on-site child care services for students with children of their own because of funding issues. Tonight, a number of students came out to try and convince the school board not to make this decision. They spent part of the meeting outside the school building. They came back in before the vote happened, but after public comment was ended, and they were not allowed to speak.
Thank you guys for giving us the chance to actually sign something.
This was the result. Students claiming they were silenced. Administrators note students missed the time to talk.
If you start making changes to the protocol for one group, where do you stop doing that? Then pretty soon you don't have a protocol.
Dozens of students there to protest the end of the child care program at Godfrey-Lee's Vision Quest Alternative High School.
When I was pregnant, that's when I started going there. I was like, oh, they have a daycare there. I have to go there to still go to school, achieve my goals.
Tatiana Roman figures if the child care hadn't been there, she would have had to drop out. She expects to graduate before child care ends in December, so her daughter Angeli should be taken care of. But she says she wants to back the other parents and expecting parents who will still be there.
We want opportunity as much as everybody else to graduate.
I understand their concern. I know most of those kids. I've known most of them since I was the middle school principal.
Superintendent David Britton says ultimately it comes down to money, and the district doesn't have enough of it. He says Godfrey-Lee Public Schools was spending $50,000 to provide care for just
4 or 5 a day. We decided that we can't operate a daycare program that's going to cost us $10,000 per child to educate a student that the state's only going to pay us $7,500 for.
Child care worker Susan McGuire says the superintendent's statement that just 4 or 5 children a day were in attendance is wrong. She showed us a calendar she uses to keep track.
These are our numbers for this year. I don't see a 5.
But unless the school board decides to reverse course, the program is over. Britton, the superintendent, says the alternative education principal is working with county social services to find other placements for the kids.
Yeah. So they have a place to go.
The cut of this program means that 4 half-time positions with the district are also gone. Now, as far as this dispute over students being allowed to speak, the superintendent pointed out that there were staff people outside with the students who could have pointed out the procedure for making a comment. One of those staff persons told us, though, that a school principal told them to wait outside so that they wouldn't disrupt the meeting. Live in Wyoming, Tony Talavia, 24-hour News 8.